If you want to see me create a third look with the Coloured Raine Vivid Pigments palette, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and yes, we are going to play with this palette one more time. Actually, no, a couple more times, because there are 16 shadows in here and I've done 2 looks and I'm going to do a third. But if you do the math, it's at least 4 looks, 4 shadows each. I can only use so many at a time. Let's just recap real quick what I've used so far. I have managed to use some purples up here. I've managed to use the blue, this deep one called Squad, this one, these 2, and that one in the last look that I did. And so I'm going to play around with blues and yellows today. And I decided I was going to do Neo Blue, this one called Jet Set, and then this yellow Lemon Drop. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do on my lower lash line. These are all lid colors. But if I can squeeze in another color in with the look and use up an extra one for 4, that would be great. And that way I would be sure to have just one more look before I have used every one of these shadows. And I am pushing myself to use colors that I don't often use, because I don't often use in bold ways, because that's part of the fun of makeup, is if you don't try something, you don't know what you are going to find out you really love. And keep that idea in mind for an upcoming video. There is a shadow color that I have come to realize works really well for me, and I want to show you all that I have in my collection in that kind of color scheme, so stay tuned for that. I don't know if you could hear it in my voice, but it got really raspy and I just started coughing. So anyway, I think I'm good. Let's get into it. I think I'm going to go with a light color in the crease, which is going to be this Jet Set. I already have my eye primer set with the Smashbox Vanilla on basically my whole eyelid, and we are going to go straight into the blue and set the, like I said, the crease, and then go into a deeper blue for the outer lid. For the crease, I'm going to use my trusty crease brush. This is a Sephora crease brush. It's called the Rounded Crease Brush. It's from a set that I got. The outer carrying case, I guess, is the same color as the wand of the brush. And really, when it comes to crease brushes and whatnot, I'm not that fussy, as long as it has a decent domed shape and it's not scratchy. I'm good. All right, I will use the mirror from this palette, and away we go. So again, I should show you the color again. I'm going in with Jet Set right here. I have to tell you, I really would like to use the hot pink today, but we are going to use colors that I, like I said, am nervous about. And I've mentioned it before, these are very powdery, but boy, they blend really well. I'm repeating myself. If you watched all my other Vivid Pigments videos, you're gonna go, yeah, I heard you. But anyway, for anyone who hasn't heard, that's the deal with these guys. I was going to say that's the tea with these guys, but there's been so much tea in the beauty community, I don't want to use that word. Anyway, moving back to eyeshadow. This is not as bold as I thought, but like I said, these are really buildable. So we're going to go back into Jet Set and go a little bit more assertively this time. I do not use blue very often. Whew. A little worried. I'm going to use blue and yellow, and I'm a little worried that the blue and yellow are going to turn green on me, but we'll find out soon enough. like to go up to the brow bone here. Actually, the edge of the brow more than the brow bone. And going back into Jet Set again. Wouldn't it be funny if that color were called Jet Blue? Airline reference. Anyway, continuing on. If it does want to turn green, the yellow and the blue, because these guys blend really well together, I may end up doing a cut crease. We'll find out. I'm happy with that. I think that looks pretty nice. It does make my brow bone look a little yellowish orange though. I'm probably going to have to lighten that up a little bit. But it's a good start, and I'm going to do the other eye in fast forward. I just went back and forth a little bit to even out the two eyes. I think they're relatively similar. I say that and then I go to edit and I say, one's darker, one's lighter. But I think with the LED lights that are relatively bright, I have started to turn them down because it's just been too much, and I think that's part of what makes my eyes water. I think it's a little bit better because the lights are so bright, sometimes I can't see the contrast enough, even though it's better for your viewing at the end of it. The brighter the lights, I think you can see the colors better and that kind of thing, but I'm playing with it a little bit. It has a little bit of a purple look, doesn't it? Interesting. I think it has to do with the eyeshadow base and the initial color I used. Even though it's supposed to be a beige, maybe it has a little bit of an orangey undertone or something. But we are going to forge ahead. I am ready to go into the second blue color, and for that I'm going to go into Neo Blue, this one, and I'm going to use it on the outer lid to center lid is my plan. For that purpose, I'm going to use this brush. It is a dense shader brush, and I should know this by now, it's the full coverage shader brush from Smashbox. Still testing out these Smashbox brushes. And this is one of my favorites out of the whole set of these Smashbox brushes. Going right in. Must have had a wet patch of something on this side. The shadow really stuck to that spot. Weird. Well, I'm going to intensify it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I have trouble with blue because I always think it's an old lady color. And I really like it. I'm going to use this one a little bit as a smudger brush because it is pretty dense. I'm going to go on the lower lash line, the outer lower lash line as well, with this same Neo Blue. That's funny. I didn't think I was going to do that, but to me, it actually looks really good. I don't mind this at all. I think it's turning out to be quite nice. I'm going to replicate the same thing on the other side, and then we'll go for the yellow color. Actually, before I go to the other side, I want to deepen the crease with the Neo Blue just a little bit more over on that side. And for that, I will go back to that crease brush I was using. Just think it needs to be a little bit deeper. So let's go in with some of that Neo Blue. And I'm going to go back onto the lid with this dense brush so that I don't lose some of that blue on the lid, because I think that the crease brush took away a little bit of the intensity. Yes, it did. A lot of the intensity, actually. And there we go. All right, the other side now. Okay, I am liking this so far, and like I said, I'm not big on blue, but these blues are really, really good. And I am going to go now into Lemon Drop and do the inner lid. Like I said, if it turns green, I'm going to probably do a cut crease. We'll see. In order to go into Lemon Drop, I'm going to use my angled brush for a little bit more precision, and probably will use the multitasking detail brush to get into the corner, and that is a Smashbox brush. Let me just show you. I'll probably use this guy to get really into the corner, but we'll start off with the angled brush and see where we get to. Gosh, there's a lot of color to these, and I always put the shadow on the wrong side of this brush, so I'm going to start with my right eye, your left. I don't mind what's going on here. I'm just going to get a little bit of the deeper blue over the yellow. It's gone a little bit too far. Really, really little bit of shadow. Okay, I am really liking that, and I think I'm going to do the yellow on the center to inner lid as well on the bottom, or no. I think I'm going to go in with Level Up with a liner brush because I think that would look good. It was either that or the hot pink party drip. But I think that Level Up, because it's yellow and blue, I think going green, which would be the mix of the two, is going to look really good. So let's try it, even though I'm not crazy about that kind of hunter green Level Up, but I'm sure it'll look good with this look. I'm liking this. I don't think that looks half bad. I'm even going to turn this little guy sideways a little bit. This is a Quo magnetic brush. Came in a set of 5 brushes that I'm testing out along with the Smashbox brushes. And like I said, I'm going to turn it just a little bit sideways so I can get more coverage. It blends into the blue so nicely. I'm good with this. I'm going to get rid of the fallout. I've got a little something in the corner of my eye here. Take care of that, and then we are going to do liner and mascara. And for the liner, I think I'm just going to use the black liner, Annabelle Blackest Black. Again, I've been using it a lot lately, but I just feel like I don't want liner to take away from the colors that I've done. I don't think that there's a need for an additional color via liner, so I think I'm just going to go, like I said, emphasize the eyes by putting black liner and black mascara, and I think I'm going to keep a neutral lip. I have right now the Tarte Rum Punch. I had a little tiny bit left. I scooped out the lipstick, and so I on occasion put it on, and I like what I've done so far, and I thought initially about lightening up the brow, but I think that the kind of blue to purpley peach looks good, so I don't feel like I need to do anything. So yeah, let me clean up my face a little bit, liner, mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and I have used the products I said I would use, and I'll just show you one extra one. So I used the Annabelle Blackest Black, and this is what it looks like. I'm sure that anybody watching the channel regularly is going to go, yes, yes, Annabelle Blackest Black, but I am using it very, very successfully. I have about 6 or more black eyeliners, so it's nice to focus on one and just get it kind of done. But along with this one, I also used the Monsieur Big from Lancôme, which is, it really is on its last legs. I don't think I'm gonna have this mascara for very much longer, and I really do quite enjoy it. And I did use also a setting spray, And it's a setting spray that I have used already today. I had used it to set my face, but now I just kind of took care of my eye makeup, so just across here. And I'm pretty happy with it. And I just reapplied Rum Punch. And like I said, I have about this much left, which is the amount that I scooped up from underneath the plastic not stopper, but the edge of where the lipstick comes out. So it's in a little, one of those little Sephora sample plastic little guys. Anyway, way too much detail. Just to let you know, I still have a little tiny bit of Rum Punch left in my collection. So yeah, I am really happy with this look. A relatively bold eye, a neutral lip. I really am happy with the green. Let me just bring out the shadows one more time. I am a little bit shocked at how much I like this look. So Neo Blue is definitely beautiful. Jet Set was fantastic in the crease. I am surprised at how the Lemon Drop did not muddy up with the blue. It stayed relatively true to color, although I have to say, if I wanted a really bright yellow, I would use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk as a base to really make the yellow pop. But for this look, I like the fact that the blue and the yellow are relatively soft. And speaking of, I also feel that Level Up is not overly bright as a green on the inner lower lash line. I'm really happy with this whole look. I think it turned out way better than I even thought it could. And I'm super happy, especially since I didn't spend a huge amount of time creating it. So really happy with it. And who knows, maybe blue is growing on me. Anyway, let me know what you think of this look in the comments below. I always love to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it every time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.